Another reason to love these 20-ounce tumblers with a handle, if you're making them, is no tape. I always, if you follow me in groups, I'm always, whenever someone's struggling with ghosting and seams, I always am on there saying, don't be tight, don't wrap it tight. Let your press do its job. The press's job is to hug that tumbler and hold it tight. You don't need all that stuff. I have this upside down. I got the handle facing me. I'm lining that up just by my eyes to where I can see that it was, it's centered. I'm just holding it by the handle. There's no tape. I'm sliding it into my press. I'm making sure that it's touching the bottom. And then I'm closing it. And as I close it, the press is doing its job. It's hugging it. It's pulling it around. There is no tape. There's no tape. I love that. I absolutely love that because I can knock out a tumbler so fast now with the handle. If it doesn't have a handle, you can't do it that way. I put like a jagged edge. I don't like it to look like I like it to look intentional. Like I intentionally designed it for the handle, which I did. So, yeah. I put like a jagged edge there. I don't have to do it with the white one, of course. But I did do this the same way. I didn't use tape. I just lined it up, stuck it in my press. That literally, to make that cup, all I needed was the cup. I printed it out with my special ink on special paper, of course. No tape. I don't use heat glove things, or I just got my tongs, and that's it. I don't even hardly time them anymore. I've been doing this a really long time, but yeah, all of these. This one. What's that say? Today's goal: keep the tiny humans alive. I'm a nana, and I've got 17 grandchildren. This one, like I said, I did this with no tape. Same with the handle. You don't have to even use tape. I'm a huge advocate. Even the ones that don't have a handle, I only use like 3 little tiny pieces of tape. I let the press do its job and close in on that and call it a day. This is probably done. Let's see. So I pull it out. I take that off. No tape. I just sewed that. Which granted, it's not a full wrap. I know. But still, like I said, this one's a full wrap. So yeah. I love it. Another reason to love these 20 ounces with a handle, which I already loved them anyway. So yeah. On YouTube, I have a video where I do the one without a handle, which is 3 little pieces of tape, and I explain the whole process of why I don't believe in wrapping them tight. Wrapping them tight, people will give themselves carpal tunnel wrapping these cups so tight, but they have to, because if they don't, once you start wrapping it tight, like you tape up the ends, top and bottom, you have to wrap it tight as all get out, because any movement is going to cause a wrinkle and it's going to cause ghosting and a seam. But I don't tape the top. Yeah, I don't tape the top. I don't tape the bottom. I put 3 little tiny pieces of tape at my seam, and I let the press do its job. So, and it does. You just got to make sure you don't have your paper so far over the edges that you're causing any overlap on the top or bottom. I overlap my seam a little bit, but I do not overlap the top or bottom, and I do not tape them. Like I said, I'll even show you real quick how much tape I use. I could actually make a tumbler, a dark tumbler. Actually, I could do that because I do have one ready, but I gotta adjust my press. I'll do another video. But I can do a dark tumbler. This little piece, I'm trying to get them as small as I can to prove my point. This little piece, this masking tape has lasted me forever. I stick them right to my table. They don't leave a residue. But now that I got your curiosity piqued, I do have a black tumbler that I'm getting ready to do. It doesn't have a handle that I have to tape it. I will post that. I will do a video of that and post it to show you that even the black, people really struggle with the black tumblers. I can pull it off with these 3 little tiny pieces of tape and have no ghosting and no seam, because you need to focus on keeping it flat. Stop focusing on tight. Tight will make you have ghosting and seams. So some people can pull it off, but it's because they practiced and practiced and practiced, and they have to have it so extremely tight that they cannot have any movement in the paper at all. I actually have a little bit of movement. I let the press do its job, and if the press holds it long enough, it kind of adheres it to the cup anyway, so you're not going to have to worry about that. When you go to rotate it, as long as you got your press adjusted correctly, which is even that. When you adjust your press, put your cup in there and turn those little knobs until they do not turn anymore with force. Don't force them. Just turn them, at your regular force until they stop, and then you're right where you want to be. And then, let your press do its job, and you're not going to have seams and ghosting. Okay, we'll get back to you on that.